everyone, welcome to today's tutorial, and in this video I will be talking about the rotate and the reflect tool. So these two tools come in handy if you are making your illustrations, right? And they are one of the most easiest tools to be used, right? So let's get started and create a new document. So for this video, I will be sticking to this A4 size document, which is 21 by 29.7 centimeter, and the orientation is portrait. For this document, I will be naming it Rotate and Reflect Tool. Alright. So in case if you guys are unable to see all these tools on your screen, make sure that the Essential Classic options has been switched on from this drop down box below. So first, let's start with the rotate tool. So the rotate tool is right here, which is right under the sharper tool, like this. So this is how your rotate tool looks like. So in order to use the rotate tool, let's first make our shape. So if we click on the shape tool right here, let's choose the ellipse tool. Click and drag my mouse like this to make a circle. I'll bring it here in the middle like this. So let's make another circle, but a little smaller than this circle, right? So like this. And let's bring this circle right on top of my bigger circle right here. Okay. So to make things more easier, let's also give a color to this smaller circle. So by default, the fill of this circle is white. So instead of white, let's fill it with purple. Okay. So now I will be using this rotate tool to move this shape, to move this smaller circle around the this bigger circle. Okay. So let's start by clicking on this smaller circle like this. Go to the rotate tool and you see this really small light blue shape right in the middle of the circle like that. So I want to bring this small icon in the middle of my bigger circle right here. So to do that, I will click on Alt and drag the small icon right here in the center like that. So when I do that, automatically this rotate box then opens. Over here, it's asking for the angle. At what angle do I want to place the other circle? At what angle do I want to make a copy of the smaller purple circle? Right? So let's say 30 degrees and click on preview. So as you can see, the circle then moves a little bit. And then we click on copy. So when we do that, a copy is made. So now we can make multiple copies by clicking on Ctrl and D. We keep doing that until it gets rotated like this. And now you can see the circle gets rotated all around this bigger circle in a perfect circular manner. So like that. It's that easy to use the rotate tool. Now let's move on to the reflect tool. So instead of a circle, let's choose some other shape such as the polygon tool. And let's make a really small polygon right about here. So instead of a purple fill, let's change the fill to yellow. Okay. Now, while this shape is still selected, we go back to the rotate tool, click on it, and click the reflect tool right here. When we do that, similarly, we move this light blue icon in the middle of my shape, click on Alt and drag to a certain distance like this and let go. So when we do that, I can see it automatically makes a copy. It automatically brings the hexagon from the left to the right like that. So if I click on copy, a copy is made on the other side like this. So this is the reflect tool. So as you can see, the reflect tool and the rotate tool are really easy to use, and with a little practice you will soon become really good at it. And now let's save our documents. To do that, we go to File, click on Save As, and by default our files get saved in an Adobe Illustrator file. I highly recommend that you first save all your documents in an AI file, so that in case if you want to make any changes in your design, you can always go back to your original document instead of making a new document every time. That itself is very time consuming, right? And we click on Save. And in case if you want to save it in a PDF format, you can always choose this option called Adobe PDF and then click on Save. You can also save your document in a JPEG format by going to this Export option and clicking on Export As. By default, our documents will be saved in a JPEG format and we click on Export. That's it. So this comes to the end of our video. I hope you found this video to be useful and keep practicing. Thank you for watching.